Hello everyone, welcome back to my review channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review on a CD that I just got. I do believe it just came out this week. I'm not too sure of that. I just walk into the store and it's there. So I just want to assume it was this week. I haven't found a date on it. But anyways, Dr.Acula is the band name. Dr.Acula is their new CD. This is what it is. If you got their last CD, it's pretty much this. I do believe it's the same guy that did the last cover art. And inside, still, there's their little logo up there, DA. You could categorize this as hardcore, metal, or even deathcore. Well, Wikipedia says it's deathcore, so I'll just throw that in there. I wouldn't consider it personally deathcore, but I'll just say it because Wiki says it. To me, it's more metal, death metal. I just called it death metal, and I didn't even mean to. I'm thinking Wikipedia. Metal, hardcore. That's what I believe it more like categorized. Earlier CDs of Dr.Acula was a different sort of hardcore. Hardcore, techno, keyboards, stuff like that. This album has none of that keyboard electronica stuff that the early stages did. Now, a few tidbits here I'll just mention. By the album, the social event of the century, which is their probably, I believe their second legit CD, full length, there was everyone but one guy in the band was original. No, I'm sorry. It's like the exact opposite. Everyone but one guy from the original lineup quit. So from like the second album on, like it's just been like the lead guitarist has been the only original dude in this band now. That's just really messed up to like read about. Sometimes when you're like invested to a band, it's not really the same band. When it's like they don't even have the original members of one guy, it's a different band. And now that with their last CD, this CD has absolutely no electronics, no keyboards, none of that. So it's even more like not the original even band at all. It's just they went, not to say it's bad. If you like the last album, Slander, pretty much didn't go too far from the way that sounded. The keyboardist, that like most of the reason I got into this band anyway, the hardcore keyboard techno sound they brought to it, he quit by the last album. They put the last album out, Slander, and you listen to it, there's little to no keyboard electronic action into it. You have to listen really hard on this one song. I could barely hear some samples. My guess, just a theory, just going to throw that out here, after doing the tour for a few months and realizing that none of his music, none of his keyboards, none of his sound is actually getting into the songs, he quit. That's my theory. I mean, he did quit. They put the album out in like February, and he quit by, I don't even know, October or something, end of the year, like the same year. So that's my theory. And I wouldn't blame them. They have the same producer from the last album on this album too, so there's a lot of familiarities besides like the label they're on and everything, which is Victory Records and Raybeez. So that's like the same cover artist, the same and producer. And the producer, I'm just like, he didn't bring out any electronics in the last album. So like I said, I don't blame the guy for quitting. It just sucks that he quit. I wish Dr.Acula would be Dr.Acula. It's not Dr.Acula anymore. It hasn't been Dr.Acula in a while. But anyways, I digress. This album isn't bad if you like the last album. This is a good album. It has a few good songs. There's a couple that pop right out at me real quick. I'm going to get to those. Which one? Number 7? It is the title song. It's the name of the album is Nation. And the title song is one of the good ones, I think, just pops out. And number 9, Suburban Superstar, Strung Out on Strong Island. Those are the 2 that really I thought were really like, okay, these pop, these got me real quick. Another good 3 of them would be number 2, number 3, and number 5. Number 2 is Heavy Handed. Number 3 is Keep On Running in Place. And number 5, Ironic Enclosure. Ironic Enclosure. Now, those are probably the best songs to me. Look them up. And like I said, if you like the last album they put out, then I don't see why you wouldn't like this one. It's good stuff. It sounds like the last album. They didn't really go too far progressively with their music with this album. The only real difference is like there's no keyboardists. And really there's no difference because you didn't hear a keyboard or electronics in the last album anyway. So there you go. So this is not a bad album if you like metalcore, hardcore music. But yeah, that's about it. I just want to say one more time, they originally started this band to sound like a certain band called Horse the Band, which they had more like heavy metal, hardcore sound with Nintendo. So it had like a lot of electronic Nintendo. You really would call it Nintendo core. And it's one of my favorite bands, and that's why I got started with a lot of these other bands, like Dr.Acula, Arsonists Get All the Girls, stuff like that. And it's just sad when I get to see a band like this, Dr.Acula, which I came to really love and appreciate what they did early stages, and now it's just like so far from it with the lineup for one, and the sound. It just makes me sad. I would love to hear keyboards back into this. It would just bring them back up to the very top echelon of what I love to hear, and I know they could do it. But anyways, this isn't bad. If you like the last album, you would really like this album. It's not a bad album at all. But anyways, that's it. There we go. I don't think I missed anything. Hopefully I didn't. Yes, well, there you go. Dr.Acula, Nation is the album, and brand new. All right. Well, thank you guys very much for your time. Thank you for watching, and you guys have a great day. Leave all your comments, suggestions at the bottom. All right.